Okay, so converting decimals to fractions is probably one of the easiest parts in this chapter. Now, we explained to you the reasoning behind this process in class, so I'm just going to cut straight to the point. So basically, if you see a decimal that says 0.1, to change that to a fraction is very easy. It's basically 1 over 10. And the reason why it's 1 over 10 is because this decimal here, the number 1, is in the tenths place value. Because it's in the tenths place value, it's going to be over 10, right? So it doesn't matter what number's there. For example, you could have any number here and you'll get the same type of result. So for example, if you have the decimal 0.2, this will equal 2 over 10. Why? Again, because the decimal 2 is in the tenths column. Whatever the decimal in the tenths column, it will be over 10. Why? Because it's in the tenths column. Only if there's no numbers after it, okay? So, for example, if we have a number 0.25, then the decimal or the fraction would be 25 over 100. Why? Because the last decimal is in the hundredths column. That means that both these numbers combined will be over 100, assuming there's no numbers after it. Okay? So, let's say, for example, we have a decimal 0.257. Okay, so now the decimal, or the fraction for this decimal, would be 257 over 1000. Why? Because the last decimal is in the thousandths place value. That means that all these numbers will be over 1000, assuming there's no numbers after this place value. So, if we say 0.2572, then the fraction would be 2572 over 10,000. Why? Again, because the last decimal is in the 10,000ths place value. So that means that all these numbers will be over 10,000, which is what we have here. So if you understand this point, then converting decimals to fractions is very, very easy. So again, it doesn't matter what decimal you have. All you have to remember is if the last decimal is in whatever place value, that whole number will be over the place value of that last decimal. So in this case, the last decimal is the number 2. So all these numbers here, all these decimals will be over this place value, in this case 10,000.